my Facebook to come up. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm actually right about to get on doing some group classes, but I wanted to come on here and talk about protecting your brand. And it's funny because I'm sitting here I'm doing my best I want to do my best to try to talk about this without directly talking about myself. It's so hard, but I want to talk about our brand. So the number one thing we have to do, right, in business is create the know, like, and trust factor, right? We got to first introduce ourselves to people. Then we got to get them to like us. Are we likable? And then we got to get them to trust us. And once people trust you, then they'll buy anything you're selling. You could start making pencils, and because they know, like, and trust you, they'll buy it. At some point, like when you look at Tyler Perry's brand, there's a certain thing we've come to expect from Tyler Perry. You expect him to tell certain types of stories in a certain type of way. If he were to suddenly start partnering with Marvel, that would be strange for his brand, right? Because we're not used to that. That's not on brand for him. So he's created a brand that tells certain stories for a certain audience in a certain way. And that know, like, and trust factor means that audience will come back again and again and again. And so, let's say in my instance, the know, like, and trust factor. Oh, hi, thank you. I have been teaching since 2009, and the things that I am known for are high quality training. I think I'm likable, and I think you guys like me too. And I think that because I've been consistent in my messaging over the years, I think my messaging has only gotten more specific with more training, and more detailed, more specific, more on target. You guys trust what I have to say, because as you've grown vocally, you've been able to review in your mind, you know what, when Delisa said this, she was actually right. In fact, I have people today saying, I watched you 5-6 years ago and you said something about a certain person's voice, and I didn't believe you until I got training myself, and I can look back and say, Delisa was right. So I've spent years building that know, like, and trust factor. Now, behind the scenes, one of the things that I'm known for in business is paying people well, paying people on time. And you know why? Because I want to create certain relationships. I want to keep certain relationships. So because I don't want anyone to look at the phone when I call and be like, ugh, here comes Elisa trying to lowball me. Here comes Elisa trying to get something for free. I will hurt myself to pay somebody what they are worth. And so 3 years ago, I was approached by a brand and asked to do a partnership. And because of where I was in my brand at the time, I thought it was a great idea. It gave me a chance to be a booking manager. And so it gave me a chance to start developing relationships with singers in Atlanta and all over the country. And it was great. And plus, it was extra money for me. It was low, but it was extra. And at the time, it was what I needed. And so I went ahead and did it, and I did a great job, and I created all these wonderful relationships. But what happened as time went on, my brand grew and that brand didn't. And so guess what? Those low wages, they no longer represent who I am. They no longer are worth my time, and it's not worth me calling anyone else to ask them to take a low wage, because the people that I work with, I'm a professional and I work with professionals. And so, I was talking to a singer the other day, and the word they used was, I paid my dues already. I don't have to take a pay anymore that represents me having to just pay my dues and get in to fit in because I just need this gig. And so because of that, I'm no longer a good fit for that company, because that company is now misrepresenting my brand. Does that make sense? There are some, for example, I do artist development. And when I went to all of these different professionals and asked them, how much they charge, I could have easily, because, I've worked for artist development companies. And they'll be like, it doesn't matter what you charge when you're out of here. When you're here, you work with my brand, and this is what I'm going to pay you. Punto. Period. But instead, because I wanted these high quality professionals and I didn't want a high turnover, I said, what do you charge? I'm paying up more than triple what I would have been paid working for an artist development. I'm paying others because I value what they bring to the table. So if I'm doing that and then someone comes along and everything that they do is last minute and low pay, that doesn't represent me anymore. I can't align myself with that. So you have to think, when it comes to your audience, have you created that know, like, and trust factor? What do they know you for? What do they like you for? Have you gained their trust? And if so, now you have to protect that little thing you just created. If for no other reason, that's where the money is. You have to protect that. Yes, Joseph, I do have an eye for quality. I know quality people when I see them. I know people of high integrity when I see them. I don't keep people around me that have to steal from me and that have to lie to me about how many hours they've worked. I'm a terrible bookkeeper. They keep their own books. And I know they're not lying to me when they tell me, when they send me their invoices and how much I need to pay them. Because I pick high quality people. They don't have to lie. They don't have to penny pinch with me. They don't have to try to drag something out of me. You have to protect that. So there are just certain, for example, there are certain ministries that may call and ask me to sing. I don't want to be aligned with that. So I say no. That would be cool to sing and get money or whatever and be on their live stream. But does that actually represent who I am? Does that represent the image that I want to portray? Would that make some people go, I'm kind of surprised she did that. I didn't know she was into that. You don't want people to say that about you. Know, like, trust. The other thing I want to say while I'm on here, singers, ask for what you're worth. When I was working for that company, I knew they were lowballing you. You knew they were lowballing you. And you didn't speak up to ask for what you're worth. And what you didn't realize was the moment I went back, first of all, I was always fighting for the singers and saying, that's too low. I don't even want to ask them for that. I don't even want to ask them to work for that. But I stopped doing that. And I started letting the singers say, I need more than that. And so many singers did not speak up. Know your worth and demand your worth. Let the situation rise to who you are, or just walk away. Just walk away. No, I'm not taking that. That's too low. That's not worth my time. I would love to do it. I thank you so much for thinking of me, but it's going to have to be this much in order for me to be involved. It is 100% okay to say that to people. You don't ever have to just take what's being offered, ever. I've come on here before and talked about poverty mentality. Now I think about it, I might have been wearing the same sweater that day. Says Black Woman Changing the Narrative. I love this. I think it's from Blackity. I can't even remember. Ava. Oh my gosh, what's her last name? Anyways, thank you, girl, for this sweater. I wear it all the time. It's great. Be upfront about, I think singers sometimes feel like they have to take certain engagements. You don't. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say, hey, you know what? I'll take it for this amount. Counter offer. They need you. You're the one that's going to make it happen. You are a resource. You have to start understanding the value that you bring to the table. And you can say, yeah, you can get somebody else, but that somebody else ain't me. You asked me, right? So if you want my level of talent, my level of commitment to the craft, this is how much it's going to cost to have me show up. It's so okay. Yes, Toya. It's so okay. Because you don't even have to say no. You can say, yes, I can do it for this. Baby, listen, Alethea Evans don't play about that. I gave her an offer and she sure counter offered and she was like, I can do this, 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 and it's a deal. And we're friends. We're like sisters. And like she didn't take my first offer. It is what it is. Do I want Alethea or do I not? Of course I want her. She's amazing. I'm so happy she's on my team. She's a fantastic vocal coach. But the deal I'm giving her, I don't think a single vocal coach is. I mean, it's not just her. It's everybody on my team is amazing, and they are worth every dime that they ask for, which is why I give it to them. Because like I said, you avoid turnover when you pay people what you're worth. You avoid it. What they're worth. You avoid it. And the other thing is, if you're a singer, you avoid burnout. If you actually demand what you're worth. Don't be walking around mad because you got 4 gigs this week and one is paying $75, one is paying $90, and one is paying $125, and the other one's paying $140. You took all of them. Say no. I'm not working for that. Get you 1 or 2 250 gigs and keep it moving. You always get what you pay for. And what I find, it says, a plus applies in dating standards, job interviews, and all things. Set a high value on yourself because you have to see like you're the resource. You are bringing value to their situation, which is why they asked you to be part of it. I can tell you right now, I've never asked anybody who was subpar to work with me. So everybody had negotiating power and very few people took advantage of that. Very few people took advantage. So that's my encouragement for the day. I do want to lastly say, I'm going to make a whole thing about it. I'm very excited. Conversations with Delisa is going to TV. I'm going to be on a new TV network called Everyday Woman, and it's on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Prime TV, and I think 19 apps or something. I need to get the specifics, but I'm very excited about this new venture. And if you guys, I'm looking for sponsors, ads. So if you guys want like sponsorship opportunities, like I will be doing a voiceover. I'd be advertising you during the show, advertising you on all of the whatever, all the advertisements that we do, flyers and things like that. Definitely inbox me. Yes, I named my scent. And of course, I have my Iona Naturals. I'm very excited. I'm getting my labels printed right now. Oh my gosh, I didn't even finish my last sentence. So yes, inbox me if you're interested in any kind of sponsorship or ad opportunities. We're going to start filming very soon. I'm excited about the guest lineup. And as far as Iona Naturals, yes, we are in the process of getting the labels done. My assistant thought that I can handle it, and I don't know what I'm doing. So she's finally taking that over so we can get the labels printed so we can start selling those. And yes, we got all the names. So I decided, so we have a Valentine Scent, and I'm only saying this because somebody asked. The Valentine Scent is called The Sweetest Thing. You guys had amazing suggestions, by the way. Amazing. Some of y'all was talking about Between the Sheets, and I don't even know. But I decided Sweetest Thing was nice and saved and sweet and romantic. And it's going to be like a blueberry, mango, vanilla kind of floral kind of scent. It's going to be really good. So not blueberry, blackberry. So really, really excited about that coming out. You'll be hearing more about that in the coming days as well. It was super fun. Oh yeah, and we did take a lot of your suggestions because I have 5 signature scents. So we took a lot of your suggestions for all of the scent. When I say a lot, we took all your suggestions, to be totally honest. So when they come out, you'll see them. You'll see them. You'll be like, I remember that. Somebody said that on the live. I saw Ruth Bader Ginsburg air freshener called Descent. All right. Probably came up with trifling scents like Side B. No, nobody said Side B. It was more like, they were naming stuff after songs, like Ron Isley songs and stuff, like Contagious, things like that. Put that on while playing Misty. It was cool. I'm excited. So one thing that you guys don't know about me because you never are around me is I'm very much into smells. So I feel like making, shea butters gives me an opportunity to play around with. I take skincare and smelling good. Those are the 2 things I take very seriously. And so I like layer up. I have 1 layer of the moisturizer, then the body spray, then the fine fragrance. I'm sorry. And so yeah, it's a thing for me. So I'm very excited about being able to even play around with essential oils and getting the right formulations and everything that make everything just smell heavenly. Like, who doesn't? I definitely named the Guy fragrance. I like both. So the somebody said, do I like the more, I've never seen that word, gourmand scent or the floral? I feel like I'm into florals, but it's like floral / fruity. So I don't like it so fruity that it tastes super edible, like you're about to chew some bubble gum. So it kind of has to have a bit of a blend if you're talking about fine fragrance. If you're talking about body sprays, I'm kind of in the middle with that too. It's more usually like a coconut, floral, light kind of fruit. Like there's usually a blend of those things. Never all one way or the other. Definitely don't like musk. I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So the guys, I'm excited about the Guy fragrance. We totally went with the name Hot Stuff because that's so something I would say. I'd be like, okay, hot stuff, you smell good. So there's gonna be a Guy smelling shea butter named Hot Stuff, and the base of it is gonna be sandalwood. So I think you guys are gonna like it. And it's gonna be a signature fragrance, so it won't go anywhere. I read somewhere that women prefer floral, musk, and men like the more sweet, edible scents. You're a big scent head too? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I definitely like floral. Don't like musk at all. If it even has a hint of musk, I'm like, oh. I was so dramatic. I'm sorry, but that's really how it makes me feel. Yeah, so it's a sandalwood base. You love sandalwood? Yeah, it's lovely. It has a sandalwood base and it has a bunch of other stuff that just kind of bring it to life. I'm telling you, it's hot stuff, man. You're gonna be like, dang, I hate hot stuff. Who smells so good? Like you put that on after you take a shower, you come from the gym, take a shower, put that on, you'll be like, I feel like $1,000,000 right now. My skin feels good. I smell good. That was a 2-in-1. All right, guys, I got to get ready to teach my group class. Oh, and I might as well just plug that. If you guys are interested in group lessons, we do them Tuesday mornings and Thursday evenings. To me, clean, fresh, sweet scents. Okay. You mean like Marc Jacobs type stuff? I like that too. I just feel like it disappears really fast. I'm a Burberry fan. So it has to be like a mix. Like I love the Burberry line, like Burberry Blossom. That's like my favorite right now. The only Burberry scent I don't like is Burberry London. Is it London Fog or something like that? But like everything else in that line, I love Burberry Her. Burberry Blossom, Burberry, and then there was like a couple others. I love, like, that whole line is just amazing to me. So whatever that is. You know what? I need to start getting like these big money people, and I need to start going to the higher end stores. Like, I think I want to experiment with one of those like $300 perfumes. So if you guys know like a high end perfume, higher end, like a Neiman Marcus or because I've never ventured in that direction, but I've noticed that as I've been wearing perfumes, if I smell somebody with like something really nice, it tends to be like one of those $300 bottles. Okay, so like a Tom Ford. Creed. Okay, like Creed. Like whenever I'm like, oh my God, what are you wearing? They say something like Creed. I'm like, what the heck is that? Oh, they don't sell that in Macy's. So yeah. So I think I just need to go to Bloomingdale's, Saks Fifth, Neiman Marcus, and just kind of start smelling around there. Because I definitely want to treat myself. I want to treat myself to like something like Creed or something like that. But anyway, guys, you guys are going to make me late for class. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, and we'll talk soon. Have a good one. Bye.